So this is just going to be a quick introduction to Slack. For those of you who haven't used it before, you'll find this is a really intuitive tool. But this will basically be where you can ask any questions, where general communication will occur, and basically where some homework assignments will be posted as well. So what you'll get when you first sign into Slack is you'll have probably just only this general channel here. You are able to add more channels that exist. So, for example, we have a problems channel open to everybody, a random channel, and also a WordPress questions channel that I just created. You'll see this has a lock on it. This is because this is a private channel that is just for instructors and TAs. So, these are general channels in which everybody who is a part of the channel can read what's in that content. You can also join these channels as long as they're open. Right here, you'll see we have direct messages, and this is where you can simply click this plus button here, and this is where you can begin talking to any one person in the class, or you can select multiple people. So for example, if I wanted to look at, and I want to talk to Claire, and also Troy here, I would just have these two, and I would click go. And then I'd have a direct message with these two people. So direct messaging is really helpful if you have questions for anybody, but most of the time if you have general questions for the entire class, you'll want to ask in the general channel. This is where most general information will be posted. So for example, that assignment that you all had to do that StrengthsFinder exam, or survey rather, you can find that content here. You can always post in here by simply clicking here and typing whatever you need. You can add different types of content. So for example, you can add some pictures, some files you have, and if you want to add a post in here that has some framing, so for example, like this has bullet points in it. What I mean by framing is mostly formatting. So if I wanted to include something like this, all I did was I clicked this plus button and clicked on post. And that's how I created this. But I mostly created the post just so you guys could easily find this. Most of the time, if you just have a question, you can simply type in here. If you want to add more channels, double click on the channels button. So when you click on that, it'll tell you the channels that you belong to. You can scroll down and you can see the ones you're in. But for you, you'll probably have some above where it says channels you belong to, and it will say channels that you can belong to, and it'll give you some options. So for example, when you guys do this, it would be great if you could all join this WordPress questions channel. That way, if you guys have any questions moving forward about WordPress, you can simply message in here and I'll get back to you ASAP. You can also create new channels. So for example, if you wanted to create a channel with your group, all you have to do is click on this create a channel, give it a name, so like your group name. This is optional with your purpose, but it's always good to have. And you can also send invites. And if you just click here, all the names from the people in class will come up. And that's basically the introduction of how to use Slack. You can also personalize it a bit. So if you go here, you can see I have a picture by my name. It's always good to have your profile more customized. So simply go to Profile and Account, and this is where you can edit your profile. When you go here, you can include a photo, and I also have a what I do. So for you guys, you could put maybe your major, your year in school, and what kind of opportunities you're seeking in the future. And that's all I have on here is just my name and what I do. So I'm your TA. And I also have an image of myself. Once you do that, click Save Changes, and you have a profile. And that's kind of the gist of Slack. If you guys ever need anything else, you can always just click this at button and my name, and I'm happy to help you. All right, see you in class.